This is Candice Avila Garcia, and you're listening to Sweep the League podcast. And of course, I'm obsessed with Trader Joe's.
And we're back with another week of Sweep the League. And I don't even think we're going to talk sports today because a lot of stuff has come up on the group chat that Candice wants to get to. I looked up one of the things she put in the chat, and I don't know. I need to hear it from her first. But we're going to get this episode going. We're going to talk a little bit of sports, and I'm talking very little sports because there's a lot more life happening. We got Rock for about 10, 15 minutes. He's out at the Southton somewhere area partying, quote unquote, strip club, had steak and fries or thighs at the strip club. We're going to get into that. Stats is with us. Candice is with us. We're sweeping the league again. All right, Candice, you said you bought out Trader Joe's this week. I'm going to start. We always end with Trader Joe's, but we're going to start with Trader Joe's real quick. You bought out the wine section that they just popped up?
I mean, okay. It was like literally almost a month, actually over a month, that I did not have my Trader Joe's wine because there was no shipment available. And so when they finally came in, it was like everywhere. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to like stock up at this point, right? Like I'm those people like, the pandemic when they were like stocking up on like these Clorox wipes and all that stuff and toilet paper. Like that was me with this wine. So I bought about 5 bottles because, I just I gotta be prepared. You just never know. Like there could be, another shipment failure or something, and I don't have my Trader Joe's. So
we don't need to check you into some rehab or anything, right?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm good.
I totally would to help you out. I totally would. I mean,
no,
if there is a problem, you can talk to us about it. No, we may laugh, but you can talk to us about it. Fine. Rock, are you all right, man? Are you wasted? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this episode a little tipsy here. Are you wasted?
Oh, nowhere near wasted, man. I'm just chilling. Relaxing with this nice weather outside in Southtown. I'm at McIntyre's. And I'm watching the Heat blow another game, possibly.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
Celtics going to be the first team to come back down 3-0.
That's the way the NBA feels like this year. It just feels like if it's ever going to happen, it's going to be this season. That someone's going to come back from a 0-3 deficit. It's going to be the Celtics.
Of course it would be the Celtics, too.
Exactly. Of course it would be the Celtics. Stats, you're coming off of another boxing night. TMB. And I just realized I have all these recordings that I've got to get to Shemaya. Jesus, man, he's going to kill me. But how you been up to? You been all right? You able to rest up after that whole night of boxing?
Man, I'll tell you what, TMB Promotions, dude, they never let us down with the event. It was a good event, man. It was exciting. It was called Future Stars, so we got a little glimpse of a spotlight on the younger talent and the up and coming guys, and I think they showcased, man, all that they can do, and the crowd got rowdy and they got excited and they got their money's worth, man. So another good show by TMB Promotions.
Yeah, we've got more highlights coming from our TMB Promotions coverage. We've been bringing it to you all Saturday night. We're also bringing you Missions Baseball. Stats and I will be out there again this weekend, hopefully bringing you some more coverage of Missions Baseball. But like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about sports. Just real quick, Rock, I know you got to go, but you were the only one that had your panties in a bunch, really, when it came to Wemby. Are you still on the Wemby hype? Is he even there?
I mean, of course. I mean, Wemby's gonna be a franchise-altering star. I just don't have, the expectations that Homer fans have, where he's gonna take him to the championship and all is gonna be glory in the road. But it's gonna be very exciting to watch the Spurs. I mean, it was exciting either way because I don't mind watching the Spurs, and I was on the Team Tank bandwagon. And I mean, I like watching them grow. But just seeing someone like Wemby is just gonna be fascinating to watch. I mean, I don't see them taking anyone else. I know there's concern with Wemby because of just how big he is and the possible injury down the road. But of course, man, it's Wemby. I mean, how can you not be excited?
I get it. Candice, are you still excited for Wemby? Because you were the only other one that was really, really excited. Mark was
Yeah.
too, but I'm
Yeah,
sure you
no,
were
I think it's
also.
going to be a start of, the for them to rebuild. That's what I'm excited for, to actually kind of see that. And like, how I said in my tweet, like I'm actually excited for my son to be able to like kind of see that for himself, growing up, like how I grew up with Tim Duncan. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be interesting season. And, there was like a press news article that came out that kind of talked about like, the contract process and everything like that. So it'll be an interesting couple of years to see where we are with him.
How disappointed would you be if your son's like, you know what? I'm a Paolo Banchero fan. I don't like Wemby. Is that the
He's a
quickest way
Scoot
to disown
Henderson.
him?
Right. I mean, he just needs to be a Spurs fan. That's it. It's in his blood.
I'm fingers crossed he stays a Spurs fan. My daughter she's a Spurs fan. She loves the Spurs. She doesn't know any of the Spurs players, but she knows the logo, so she knows to cheer for the Spurs. Sadly, she's a Cowboy supporter, and
Ooh.
I've
Oh
and
my.
you know what? I'm gonna full disclosure. I'm trying to make her understand that there's only one team that matters, and that's the North Carolina Tar Heels, and she has started to cheer and mention the Duke Blue Devils. So I have made it very clear to my wife that if she's still a Duke fan by the time she's 16, I'm kicking her out of the house. I will not have her in my house. There will be no Duke fandom in my house whatsoever. So just an FYI, it's on record now. We have it on recording, so it's on record. There's no Duke fandom here. Stats. Wemby excitement? Are you still excited for Wemby? Okay. Before I get to you, man, I'm excited in a way. In a way, I don't buy. I still don't buy all the hype on a lot of stuff. When I talked to Jeff Garcia, our good friend from Locked On Spurs, I still have the skepticism on it because it's like he's coming from overseas. The competition internationally is great, but he's not playing in the big boys league over there. He's playing in like the G League of international competition. So it's not super great. He doesn't have the American limelight, doesn't have cameras on him all the time. He doesn't have the physicality that the Americans play over here. Those are my concerns coming in, but you still drafted number one. Am I right, Stats? What are you feeling?
Oh yeah, I think with just the potential there for sure. But you brought up a really good point about the competition overseas. But here's the thing: like he's going into a league that has gotten smaller. Like the players, like the league overall, like over the decades, has gotten smaller and smaller. And you have Giannis like playing center now. AD, like those two are like your biggest dudes like out in the league now. And if Wemby just gets some more muscle, they continue developing his skills. He just has to stay healthy, and I think he'll be fine because he's got the size to be a force in the league. But again, we all had high hopes for guys like Greg Oden, and that's nothing against him. And he had a lot of potential, but injuries got the best of him. So it all comes down to Wemby's health. And hopefully he gets a little bigger, because I think he'll be able to bump around a lot of dudes in this league, and he'll be a commanding force if he stays healthy.
Greg Oden was like, he looked 50 years old when he was born, I'm sure. I mean, you saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
way he was. He in high school, he looked like he was 45. College, he would look like he was 50. When he got drafted, he looked like he had the gray beard and stuff. And I mean, he was only 20 years old, 19 years old. I mean, I get where you're coming from on the whole Greg Oden thing and stuff. And with Wemby, injury concerns are there, but I think they're actually doing a pretty good job of maintaining any injuries that he has. He did have a couple of injuries that were pretty not severe, concerning in a small way, but medical staff has really done their job internationally, which I commend them for. Spurs are going to do their due diligence, but you don't really pass up on him.
Yeah, I mean, really, he just has to be careful not to step on dudes' feet, like to roll an ankle or to seriously tear something. Because that's happened to big dudes like, AD, Giannis, like I just mentioned those guys again. But again,
Yeah.
he's got such an advantage being at his size and being able to move like he can and being very swift and agile
Yeah.
in a smaller league compared to what the NBA used to be.
Rock, do we still have you here or you got to go?
No, you still have me. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I want to get into these life topics now. Like I said, it was very minimal sports. This is Sweep the League, Special Leaf Tea, Machismo Libre. We've got some news coming out here that I cannot share with the fandom just yet. But we're working on some pretty big things here for Sweep the League. You might see us a lot more. And we'll get into all that, as soon as more information comes up. But nonetheless, man, I'm gonna just get into some of these topics because this is ladies' night. Candice has the topic floor on this show. Now, us gentlemen, we've got a topic. Rock's probably not going to be around to cover this topic, but we've got some Rick's Cabaret reviews that Candice will give us later on to end the show. Just a little heads up on there. But I'm trying to figure out, Candice, what the hell is Scandoval?
Okay.
I need
So,
to know this. I
y'all
looked it
ready
up. I
for
don't know.
this? Like, are y'all ready for this? So I don't think y'all
I'm
ready.
ready. I'm ready for it. I have no idea what the hell you're getting us
What
into
do you
here.
use, Candice? Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah.
What do you use a Vanderpump for?
What the fuck?
No, no, Vanderpump's the show. Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, I know. I'm just making a joke because it sounds like a pump for something. Like, what's a Vanderpump?
I was like, wait a minute. I don't think we can go down this road, but then again,
No, I was just curious. It sounds like a device you use to, like
were talking
pump it
about-
up.
we were talking about marination at a strip club earlier in the group chat. I don't think I want to go past that when it comes to pumps and all that. But Candice, what is it?
Wow.
So, so last season actually no, it's continuing. So I guess like about a month ago, on my TikTok, like I started getting all these like videos about the Scandoval, right? And so I was like, what the heck is this? So basically what it is, there's these two or three people involved in this show, Vanderpump Rules. And kind of like backstory on Vanderpump Rules, it started out with Lisa Vanderpump, who used to be a housewife of Beverly Hills. She was part of that kind of like group with like the Hadid mom and some other folks. So kind of like her spin-off show from that. Well, the whole show is about like her bar, and she, all the employees like have drama and all. Turns out like we're 10 seasons deep into this show already, and this guy who has been dating this girl together, like they're super committed. He's actually been cheating on her for allegedly 7 months with her best friend, and like this whole, and that her friend was she was confiding in her best friend, like talking about like all the issues she was having with Tom, and that's his name is Tom Sandoval. That's why it's called Scandoval. So Ariana, his girlfriend, is like talking about all her issues that she's having with Tom, and she confides in Raquel, which is the girl that he claims, or people are saying that he even admits to having the affair with, and yeah, so it's this whole thing right now. He's like basically the most hated guy in the planet because of what he did to his girlfriend. Because like that was like her best friend, and apparently, allegedly, it happened at a time when I think her grandmother was dying. So like it makes it even more worse. And I mean the fact that it was like her best friend, so it's like it's super shady. But like this girl Raquel allegedly has like apparently a lot of issues to where she like finds validation in men versus like being her, like getting validation from herself. So she seeks validation in men, and so yeah, she's now like trying to find a way to like PR herself way out of this, because I mean it's bad. And they had the reunion last night on Bravo, and I saw it, and like it was so intense. Like if y'all like are on Twitter or anything like that, like it's gonna be all over the place. Like you'll see clips from it. They basically like called the guy a worm with a mustache, because he's just yes. So
I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't know anything about it. I see. I'm not like the cool kid, and I'm not like a young kid, so I don't know any of this stuff here. Is it basically a cheating scandal? Is that what it is?
Yes, and it's a reality TV show, and so it's on Bravo. But yes, it's like all like everyone is like freaking out about it, and apparently like there's like all these like TikTok rumors that are going around saying that apparently like Raquel's pregnant, and then other one's like no, she's in rehab, and another one's like no, like she is just like they're like not well apparently. So going back to this reunion, so it's a 3 part like reunion because it's just that intense. And so part 1 was yesterday, part 2 is it's coming Wednesday, and then part 3 is the following Wednesday. Well, they're saying it's like the biggest revelation in like Vanderpump Rules history, whatever. And so they're saying that the big revelation could be that the fact that they're saying that that their alleged affair was actually like sooner than they were telling people. So Raquel was engaged prior, so they're saying that it happened while she was engaged as well. So,
Yikes!
Okay,
All sorts of yikes.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
this is pretty.
Scandoval.
Rock, do you know anything about Scandoval or Sandoval? What it is?
I've never heard of the show, but it sounds like it's something I would watch. When she said that earlier, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I've never heard of it. Probably watch it.
Could you live out that kind of drama, Rock? Is that the Rock life?
Hell no, dude. I already get annoyed with people anyways. I would not want to deal with that.
Are you a one-woman girl or guy?
I choose not to answer that. Just know I'm a very loyal man.
Loyal to that $10 steak.
Hey, $10 is $10, man.
No, I'm not dissing, man. I'm just saying. I know where your loyalties
Hey,
lie. That's
whoever's on a budget, man. Go to Babcock Social on Thursday for $10 steak and fries.
There you go. Hopefully they're a sponsor now. Hopefully soon. Now that Rock shot.
What are their health inspections look like?
I mean, it's a pretty clean place. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty chill place. I like it.
Okay, so is it wrong to have the steak and fries just on a tray? How sanitary is that though?
It probably was.
I don't know if that was really sanitary. That's why I was like, that's strip club shit right there, Rock. Because they don't have plates in strip club. They still don't.
I mean, I got fed. You know, I'm chilling. So it's all right.
It would have been great if they served it on like a hubcap or something.
Just give it to me on a napkin or just like hand it to me. Yeah, we run out of napkins and plates.
Hey Rock, before you take off here, Candice wants to know when they have a Vanderpump night over there.
I know.
Hey, it's whenever
Like
whenever the cheating men want to come out.
Isn't that like every Friday and Saturday at Southtown?
True.
Oh, it's not a San Antonio party unless it's a cheating party half the time over at Southtown or downtown clubs. That's pretty much wherever you go and all that stuff. How's it out there, Rock? Are you liking it even more now?
Yeah, I mean, Southtown's a really cool area. I mean, I would go out on the north side, but it kind of just got old because like it's more college scene wise. But Southtown is like a mix of crowds, which I enjoy. It's real chill. I mean, I guess I am getting because I don't really like going to clubs anymore. I kind of like more of a chill vibe, you know.
From like a month ago, Rock, when you were at Bonham Exchange.
Exactly.
That was not a month ago. That was last year, dude.
That was not last year.
Yes, it was. It was last year.
No, we've got the text message. Do you want to be on the show tonight? I can't. I'm at the Bonham. Okay.
No. The last time I went to Bonham was actually for an assignment when I was freelancing. So that was the last time I went.
I'm gonna start using that one.
I was.
I'm gonna start. Hey, Mark, why can't you come into work today? Oh, I'm doing research at the Bonham.
What was the last club you were at?
Was it? No, it was Bonham. Yeah, because I mean,
exactly. That was like a month ago.
It wasn't a month ago. I was freelancing a year ago.
What are you talking? Okay, we're gonna have to pull the receipts on this. I'm gonna have to look this up. I do remember that somewhere.
Hey, we got a round table question now. What was the last club y'all were at?
Oh shit.
Is it bad to say I don't remember?
So
I really don't.
I remember. Well, I went to one. Okay, the most recent one I went to was a few years back. That's at Bonds, I think. Bonds, not a 007. I don't know.
Oh, 007?
Yeah, whatever that is. And previous to that was Joe's Volcano.
Oh wow, I thought you were gonna say Burger Boy.
Oh my god, that's a fat joke. Are you fat shaming me? Come on.
No. I'm just saying you love Burger Boy.
Again, the fat jokes. I'm trying.
No.
I'm trying.
I really like Burger Boy too. Shout out to Burger Boy.
Shout out Burger Boy. So yeah, me was Bonds. Rock was Bonham, even though he claimed it's not. I don't know. Okay, so if it wasn't the Bonham, Rock, what was the last club you went to?
Oh my God. Oh, what's it called? I swore I told you about it. It's a club that's near 410. Oh my God, I forget what it's called, but it's super ghetto. But long story short, let's
Jesus.
I don't know the name, and because it wasn't because I was messed up or anything, I just forget. But it was the most sketch place, and just know the people that were there was basically women and ooh, a car just took off. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
But a woman and soccer sweats and Jordans and a tank top.
You
That's how
left with
hood.
her?
What?
No, my brother did.
Oh, wow. So your brother's the guy, the
Yeah,
player.
and just know this lady had like 6 kids, and she was like whispering in my brother's ear the whole night, saying like she wanted to get another kid from him, this and that. And I was like, oh,
Oh, she wanted to make some
Wow.
more Vanderpumps, huh?
yep.
Wow, really? Oh man. Well, that's your brother, man. We always joke that you have a kid out there somewhere, but I'm starting to believe that that's the wrong brother, I guess.
I don't have a kid, but
I know
I
you
have
don't.
great
We're
friends.
just
I have great friends and family like y'all, so I'll take that instead of a kid.
Candice, what's the last club you were at?
Well, I'm trying to remember. It's right across from Joey's on St. or like is it like St. Mary's? And this was like when I turned 30. Or no, it was when I turned 30. It was like I was already 30. But it was like
Isn't it
going
the
away
only
from
strip club there for women? What's that
well,
one?
no, it was hard bodies. It used to be hard bodies, and then they turned it
Oh
into like
wow.
a regular
Oh
and
wow.
but I forgot what it was called.
Hard
Um,
Bodies isn't there no more?
no,
No.
it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
I guess they went out of business when I quit. That's a shame.
It's funny because I went to a bar. Speaking of hard bodies, I went to a bar like right next door to it that had like a Stranger Things night. It was really cool.
Maybe that's what Candice is talking about. She said she went to a club next to Hard Bodies, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was right across, but I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, and it was like I remember like it was funny because my husband was there, and because like a group of us, it was like my coworkers from my previous news job, and so it was just a bunch of us, and my husband was there, and this guy like started dancing with me, and I was like, "Sir, I am married." Um, and so yeah, but I mean, it was funny because like I would just because I obviously like guys just don't get the hint, right? It's like you're literally like moving away like in the opposite direction, and they're like following you, and I'm like, dude, like stop. But yeah, it was that night.
So so did your husband like kick his ass or something? I mean,
No, I mean the guy was harmless, but it was just like I mean, and that was the group of my girlfriends too. So, I was just trying to like, I just started dancing with them, like kind of getting closer to them. And then I think he finally got the hint. But yeah, I was just, dude.
I want to see Candice fight. I really
That's where you
do.
gotta pull out your Vanderpump and just like whack him in the face.
Stats, when was the last club you went to?
I don't remember, and the reason I don't remember is because it's for all the wrong reasons. It was
Is
not
it
Trader
because
Joe's
you had to
wine.
take a lot of dollar bills? Is that why you don't want to mention it?
No, I don't recall like the last half of it. That's the problem. Like I
So
I don't remember the name.
you were
either.
just plastered then. Is that what you're trying to say?
Essentially, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, okay, this is a fair question now. Bringing up plasterization, if that's even a word. When was the last time you guys were plastered? I don't really want to say because it was recent and wife listens to the show and she doesn't want to know about what happens on those kind of nights. So I'm just gonna say recently, but I do have a story when I went to Houston recently about being plastered. But when was the last time you guys were drunk? Like off your butt?
Definitely before I had a baby, for sure.
So you've never just gotten all crazy after having a baby?
No, because then it's like the kid wakes up and it's like I can't like I have to attend to him.
But isn't that what a husband's for?
Well, I mean, no, and he does. But, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, like I'm not, I need to make sure I'm attentive or like, I don't want
I
to be
like how you I like how you
I don't want to
worded
be the
it.
puro essay mom,
The kid wakes up. Like how you
I know
worded that.
that was awesome the way he said, the kid wakes up. Like, oh man. Oh gosh. So it was before your son was born. So
Yeah.
stats. When was the last time you got pretty plastered?
Oh, the last time I got like, okay, so we're talking like the level of plastered.
So okay, well, what do we consider plaster?
My last experience at that club. That
Wow.
is like beyond. Well, it might even be worse than plastered, but I don't know. I needed help walking out of there,
So we
and I
have
don't remember the Uber ride back home.
well, we have a couple of actual we have a couple of listeners that listen every single time. They have their notifications on when Sweep the League comes out. And by the way, I love Special Leaf, Olive Tea, Machismo Libre, our great sponsors. I love all of them. Please don't take this into saying I don't want to be all sponsor or anything, but we are talking about having fun and being drunk, stuff like that. So I do apologize. The best thing to do is once you are plastered and you wake up, you have that hangover. Special Leaf tea is perfect. I actually drank a Special Leaf tea after, and yeah, it actually was like menudo for me. Like it helped me out a lot. So um Houston recently, I went to Houston for a bowling tournament, and the witnesses there that actually do listen to the show when it comes out can vouch. And apparently, I got a little drunk to where I was crawling back to the hotel room, and I don't remember that. I tried to fall asleep on the hotel wall, like put my head on the wall. So yeah, and that was like maybe about a month ago. So that's probably the last time I got trashed. And I think my drink of choice was tequila, which
Oof.
Oh,
Don,
you're asking for trouble with that, Rudy.
Yeah.
well, no, tequila is I've told y'all many times, it's water to me. It really is water.
That's what makes it even more dangerous for you, though.
I know. So more of the story is when we do go out, who's gonna be the one doing the video recording? Because I think all of it, we all have to at least have a good time. I don't mean, we're all throwing up in the parking lot. I'm just talking, we all have to have a good time. So who's gonna be recording for us?
I'll try.
Do we have anybody that wants to volunteer? Because I think all of us are gonna get kind of drunk.
I mean, I could try it.
Do I need to get a limo service?
Probably.
Are we inviting the spouses?
That's up to y'all.
I mean, he's cool with that.
He's cool with you getting plastered.
Oh, I mean, like, I mean, do I have to get plastered? Can I just
No, you can get
No, of
plastered.
course not.
Say about the herb
like,
part.
I just want to be like, I'm good.
No, you're fine. No, I just want to go out and have a good time with it.
Yeah, let's get Vanderpumped, guys.
Yeah, no kid. Yeah, it's funny because Candice is bringing this up too, and I want to get to it now. Now that we've talked about drinking and on Rock's 10.99 steak, which I'm looking at the picture again, that tray just does not look clean at all. I don't know if that's seasoning.
Man.
Well, I don't know if that's seasoning on the fries or if that's just the dirt from the tray.
You think they use the same tray like with other guests and they don't like wipe it off? They're like, this guy ordered the fries and steak again. Let's just use the same tray.
What food do you trust more, strip club food or like buffet food?
Buffet food for sure.
You think so? People sneezing and breathing all over it, like.
You know what though? Like as a kid, I mean, obviously I didn't like we went to like Panchos all the time.
Raise the flag.
Yeah. And I never, as a kid, you don't think anything of it. You're like, oh, whatever. But like now I'm like, the only buffet that I trust is like probably the Peter Piper pizza one.
Dude, that buffet is awesome. That buffet was like fat boy heaven for me when I would go.
Fresh Peter Piper pizza is almost untouchable. Like the second that pizza comes out and it's like steaming, it is just delicious, like in every way.
Now, back in the day, we used to have a Pizza Hut down the street, and that buffet would rock sometimes. Because when they had the pan pizza, the pepperoni with a lot of cheese and stuff, I think I would devour that on my own.
Dude, I grew up on that buffet, man.
There was another one. Well, no, y'all don't remember. You guys
are CC's?
CC's is CC's is like flea market buffet. It's not. It's something where if you have $6 in your pocket and you're hungry and you want a buffet, that's where you go.
Did
That's CC's.
did I ever tell y'all how I optimized my my eating at CC's?
No.
So okay, so this is a little trick. Actually, my mom taught it to me. So what you do, because she grew up like trying to get the most out of like food and such, and like kind of just doing whatever you can, like save some pennies and just get the most out of it. So what she taught me was, especially when we went to like pizza buffets or like Cece's in particular, because we went there the most, you would get like two like you start your plate with two slices of pizza and then you just start piling on like 5 or 6 slices. And of course, CC's slices are like tiny.
Yeah.
And what you do is you go back to your table. And so the idea behind buffets is that they try to get you full off of carbs, all the bread. They want you to eat like the vegetables and such so you don't start eating the seafood and the meats. So what you do is to optimize your meal, is you scrape off all the toppings of like 5 or 6 slices of Cece's pizza and put them onto like 2 or 3 slices. So you're only eating like 3 actual breads with up like 6 slices worth of toppings.
That's actually really smart.
I've never
So
thought
you don't
about
get
that.
full as fast.
Yeah.
Where were you when I was like 500 pounds? I could have used that way of thinking.
I still gained weight. I mean, that was the problem.
I call bull on that. You okay? I talked to Shemaya. Shemaya's like, well, this is my way of doing it. This is why I don't gain weight. I drink a water in the morning and I don't eat till 11. And I drink a water right before bed. I'm like, there is no fucking way that is the secret to being that thin at all. Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna drink a water in the morning. I'm gonna go tear up the biggest, fattest buffet at 11 o'clock, and then just drink a water at night. I guess that's what he's essentially saying, right? Is that that's all the way to lose weight?
Yeah. I
already
mean, I
told you.
guess
It's the
yeah.
breastfeeding.
I can't do that, unfortunately. Like I really can. Sadly, I can't do that. I think we had a topic on this at a show.
We did. Yes.
We did,
We
right?
did.
The breastfeeding show.
Yes.
Rock said he could do it. I don't believe him though. He said he can do
Yes.
that. I don't buy
I don't
that.
know. Well, for our listeners out there who have not heard the episode, go back and check it out. It's worth a listen.
Oh my god, that was the greatest, one of the greatest episodes I think we've had, is the random breastfeeding episode where you lose weight. If you, what was it again? You can lose weight by breastfeeding is what it was,
Yeah.
right?
breastfeeding.
I mean, like at least I did. That was
Well,
my thing.
And then we went into a whole spiel where we're like,
nipples.
can men breastfeed? What was the point of men having nipples?
Yeah.
Okay, Rudy, I have a question. If you could breastfeed, what would, or like if you could,
Are we really going here?
oh yeah, oh yeah, we're going there.
All right.
So if you could, like, it doesn't have to be like milk. It like if
What else is gonna come out of my tits?
well, that's well, that's the question. It's like, well, what? Okay, so if it's not like milk, like natural, like mother's milk, what would come out of your tits?
Tequila? I mean, I drink a lot of water now, but before that, I could probably pump tequila out of the right and like definitely Big Red out of the left, I'm sure.
You're gonna Vanderpump the tequila, right?
I that's definitely what would come out of mine, but I forgot about that. I really need to lose these last like 20 pounds. So just throwing it out there, if anybody, I don't know if anybody I can't breastfeed myself, that's for sure. But I mean, I'm trying to lose some kind of weight here somewhere. So Candice is the one that brought it up and said that if you breastfeed, you're gonna be super thin. Then I got to figure out something. I'm
a little jealous. I can't lose weight like that.
Well, maybe ask
Have you
Rock.
heard
Maybe
about that natural Ozempic that's going around now?
what is that? I haven't seen anything.
Well, so apparently on my TikTok, apparently there's like this, I forgot what it's called. It's this like natural like pill or whatever, but it's like kind of like a alternative for Ozempic, since Ozempic is like basically sold out everywhere because everyone is using it to lose weight. And it's a diabetes insulin, I think, or something like that. And basically, like I said, people are using this alternative now, and it's just a pill, and it just makes you like go to the bathroom all day.
Gives you the runs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
Why would I do that when I could just go drive through Taco Bell?
Chipotle.
Or Chipotle?
no, stop. Chipotle is the bomb. It's my place to go. I go every day to Chipotle.
Although
Freebirds
you
is
know what,
better.
with Chipotle, I figured out what makes me bloated. It's the beans.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
I had beans, like I had a plate without beans, and then I noticed the difference. I was like, wow, I'm not bloated. What was it? I was like, oh yeah, I didn't have beans in my plate.
But I gotta get the beans. Like it's black beans. But wait, does it matter which beans or
No, even I tried because I experimented, and
what do you
It's so
get? What do you get
You
there?
experimented with beans.
There's only like two options.
A lot of funny sound bites coming out of this one.
what is your what am I trying? I'm there.
like
Your
go-to.
go-to
What's your
at
bean
Chipotle.
ratio?
This beer is kicking my ass. That's actually pretty good. What's your
So-
go-to there?
I do the Chipotle bowl.
Yeah.
I do the white rice because I like the cilantro rice with chicken, extra veggies, and the corn, the green, I guess like it's the green salsa or the brown salsa, whatever. Lettuce, a drizzle of sour cream. Even though they don't hear me when I say drizzle, they put like a whole like squash of like freaking sour cream. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted, but it's fine. And then I do cheese on top. Oh, and then chips and salsa on the side.
Yeah, the chips are good. Even though my daughter, every time I get chips, she goes, "Daddy, the chips are not healthy for you." I'm like, "Hey, chill out. All right, chill out."
There's
got
always
my
a little
vices.
wiggle room, Rudy.
There's always a little wiggle room. There's always a little wiggle room.
The salsa is where it's at. Like that's the way to my heart. Like that's how my husband won me over.
With chips and salsa?
Yes.
Wait,
That was
what?
our first the first time we ever met. We literally were in my apartment kitchen on the floor, sitting, chatting, eating chips and salsa. And I was like, this guy's the one.
Oh, I thought he
Wow.
served you at like a Chipotle one day. He's like, ma'am, you're gonna love these chips. The salsa is straight up fire.
Damn, I can already
And
see
if you like them,
if her
if you
husband
like
worked
them,
there.
I get your number, right?
If her husband worked there, I can already see Candice and just give me a drizzle of salsa. Hey, fucker, I said a drizzle of sour cream. All right, like I can already hear her saying that, and then hey, it was match made in heaven. First day, okay.
I could,
What were you
I
gonna
could
say?
see him trying to squeeze the sour cream out, and like the whole top just
Bro,
pops off.
You know what? I go to Chipotle so much, and I go to the one at the Forum. So everybody, if anybody wants to meet me there, Monday through Friday, I go there, and I get there like at 10:45, right when they open, because I had to get back to work. So I get there super early. You want to meet me there? Meet me at the Forum. I go there every like I said, Monday through Friday. But I'm gonna ask the girls that work there because they know me. I'm gonna say what is a drizzle of sour cream? Because I'm gonna say good buddy of mine, Candice, who's on the show with me, she always asks for a drizzle of sour cream. Give me a drizzle of sour cream on the side. I want to see what that is. I'm gonna take a picture of it, Candice, and I'm gonna send it to you and say, "Is this a
Like
drizzle?"
a zigzag. Like that's what when I imagine a drizzle, I'm like, just zigzag that, just zigzag it.
Get that? That's what I see too. Like, how would they think it's something else?
Yeah.
Well, because I've seen light sour cream, and they kind of just like they do like a little tap.
But it's like a
that's it.
tap. It's like a whole clump. It just like falls, and I'm like, well, that's
Stat, do you have a Chipotle go-to meal, or do you even go?
I haven't been to a Chipotle in years. I think the last.
Fired. You're fired.
Oh man, dude, Freebirds is pretty good though.
Oh,
I've
no.
never been to Freebirds.
I've
Never.
never been, but I'm not. I don't want to go. I don't know why.
It's worth a shot. They have more options than Chipotle.
But I looked at the calorie count, and it's higher than Chipotle. That's my problem.
Dude, y'all need to go to Cava.
Cava is great.
Yes.
I finally tried it for the first time like
Oh my gosh.
4 months ago. Oh my gosh. It's
Cava,
so
like
good.
CAVA.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
was your
it-
go-to?
At Cava?
Well, no, at Chipotle, and then we'll get into Cava. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
What was the last time you got it at Chipotle? Stats. I'm asking stats.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. God, what was it? I think I got the spicy. No. I got a meatball. I got the meatballs. Ooh, jeez. I got
What Chipotle did you go to?
Wait, no. I'm talking about Cava.
No, I'm going. We're sticking to Chipotle right now. Then we're going to Cava.
Gosh, can we
I
get
was
to
like,
can we
what-
get to the superior?
What
place,
fucking
please?
Chipotle has meatballs? I'm curious now. 'Cause I'm like, I'd like to try the meatballs at Chipotle. They don't have that at mine.
Excuse me, I want a bowl of your meatballs, please.
I'm gonna walk in
I'll have the
tomorrow.
spaghetti.
I'm gonna walk in tomorrow. I hear y'all got meatballs here. Where's that on the secret menu that the kids call or something?
Right. This spaghetti and meatball special that's only available on Tuesdays or something.
Shit. I'll be real. My bowl is so simple, and they make it like when I get there, they see me. They already pretty much have it made. It's brown rice, black beans, half chicken, half barbacoa, and medium salsa, and that's it now. It used to be a little bit more. I used to get more stuff on there, but now that is it. 530 calories. It's set. It's in stone. I'm good. That gets me through the day. Every now and then, I have to have the little tickle and get chips. So that's what I'm at. But Cava, let's move on to Cava here because you folks are just making me hungry. And that's crappy because I already ate and I'm hungry now again. What do you get at Cava? I'm looking at the menu and it doesn't look bad. I'm actually kind of intrigued here.
It's got a lot of like Mediterranean.
Yeah,
flavors
and like
everything.
I get the like it's like a harassa chicken.
I
Oh,
just saw
that
that.
is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. It's like spicy and just has like a lot of flavor.
Mhm.
And then I get double like rice and like double greens. And then like a hummus with it. And then I get the
Mhm.
free pita bread. Oh my god, it's so good.
What does hummus taste like? I've never had it.
It's like
So just like ground up chickpeas, right?
yeah.
Again, I've never had chickpeas, but okay, we're good. We're good on that. We're fine.
Yeah.
What do you get?
What I like about the harassa chicken that she mentioned is really good. I got the meatballs last time. I was trying to get the spicy lamb balls, but they ran out of them when I went, so I just ended up getting the regular meatballs, which are delicious in their own right. So, I mean, really, Rudy, you can't go wrong there. And what I really like about the place is you don't have to have too many extra like carbs or grains with it because a lot of the flavor, there's just so much flavor in the actual proteins. That's what I like about it. And of course, that helps out with the calorie count, so you can feel guilt-free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will try. Where's there a Cava around here? Like, we're in San Antonio? Where's the one that you go to? Do they only have one? I don't know.
I went to the one on Huebner Oaks.
Yeah, that's the one I go to. That one or the Rim. But they're all over. There's one in like Stone Oak. There's one at the Quarry, I think. Yeah, they're everywhere.
It's interesting though because like before I realized what Cava was, I thought it was like some modern furniture store. Like if you look at the sign, like the way that it's designed and everything, it doesn't scream like, oh, we're just like Chipotle or like food establishment. Like it just looked like it looked like a slick, like smaller IKEA from the outside.
Really?
Like the sign did. At least to me, that's how it looks like with the design and everything.
I will say I will try it. I mean, I'm starting to look at it. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not. I'll try it. You know what? I'll try it, and I'll give it a shot. No, I'm not too concerned. I actually found. I think I'm looking at that harassa. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah,
I'm
not
looking at
sriracha, but harassa.
To sriracha. Yeah, that's good shit.
Dude,
Anybody
have you
been
had sriracha seasoning? Oh my gosh. It's like a powdered form of siracha. So
Really?
good.
No, I've never had it. I put sriracha in like all my like Asian food though.
Oh my gosh. My husband, well, we went to Costco because I saw it on TikTok. And okay, also discrepancy. A lot of my information I get it from TikTok. But it's a lot of hacks and stuff, not like new stuff. Like that stuff like I just don't pay attention to. But anyways, So we went to, I saw it like on my TikTok to go to Costco because they have like this powdered sriracha. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's like a big old thing of it for like $5.99. And I was like, that's really good. So my husband makes it, he makes like this Trader Joe's noodles for me. It's like spicy miso. And so he makes it and he puts the sriracha powder in it. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is chef's kiss. It is so freaking good.
Really?
Yes. Like,
dude, shirataki noodles. Have you guys had that?
no.
That is
I have not.
I'm pretty sure it's shirataki, but Jesus, that is some. I'm trying to look for what is it? I'm missing spaghetti is what I'm missing. I'm a pasta guy.
Oh, like a noodle replacement.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a replacement. Now, the shirataki noodles is called the miracle noodle. So it's like a whole bag is like 10 calories. And it's a little bit more chewier than your regular pasta, but my wife fixed it up one time and holy balls, man, that shit is good. I was like, wow, okay, so I can eat all this. And of course, the spices and stuff add 0 calories. So a big bowl of this shit is like 10, 15 calories and it fills you up. The other thing I love to eat, and I only get it at Cheesecake Factory, is farro. Farro. I love farro. And I've bought some. I just haven't made it yet. But if you guys have a chance to try farro is good. It's rice basically, but it's a healthier version of rice. And those bastards at Chipotle don't listen to me. I've already written to them 100 times. Can y'all please add farro to the menu? Because it's healthy.
I'll have to look into. I want to look into that in the noodles thing for sure. Because recently, I've kind of replaced normal rice with cauliflower rice.
I used to. Yeah, I'm like Candice. I used to, and after a while, you have to really season the ever living shit out of it.
Yes,
to make it feel good, to make it taste good.
Yeah.
The only
I
thing,
usually just go ahead.
No, the only thing cauliflower I do is cauliflower pizza. That's it. Because that tastes perfect.
Yeah,
by the
cauliflower
way,
crust pizza
has a great cauliflower pizza if you're interested.
You know what? I will try it because I actually get the one at HEB.
And it's less than $5.
Yeah, I get the HEB one too.
Yeah, and if you're saying Trader Joe's, how much is the one at Trader Joe's? You said
less than $5. I think it's like 4 or something.
That's not bad. I'll try the one at Trader Joe's. That's not a big deal because I'm paying like what, $13-15 at California Pizza Kitchen for one that's like 5 slices or 4 slices or whatever.
Yeah.
So
but the secret is you gotta put on a stone.
A stone.
Pizza stone.
I don't. Candice, I barely have a microwave. What the hell am I gonna do? With me, I'm the type of guy where I have the comal that has the flame. It's a gas flame. I just throw it on top of there. Let it cook that way.
I'm terrified of a gas stove.
Why?
Because I'm afraid I'm gonna light myself on fire.
Why
I don't like flames. I refuse to use a lighter.
Huh?
Lighter. Yes.
Really?
I get the one that has a long stick, whatever that is called.
The punk?
I think so.
With the pump?
Yeah. No, yeah. Because I don't like the little lighters. I have to use the one with the long stick because the flame's away from me.
Wow, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
And see, I grew up on gas stoves. Like, when I was a kid, we get cold in my house. We had the little furnace heater that was the size of a lighter.
Oh my gosh, the one in the wall? Yes.
No, I didn't even have that. I had literally a little stand, a little fire, a little gas heater, a little white one that, literally was in the hallway. And my dad expected it.
Had one like that. It was like a big old squared one. Look at TV. But it was like
hell. Mine was the size of a Pop-Tart box. And my dad was like, this will heat the whole house. And sure as hell, that little bitch would fucking heat up the entire house. But needless to say, my dad was the guy that did, you know what? Let me turn all 4 burners on and we can heat the house even quicker. So monoxide or oxide, whatever it is, we had to open up the windows, but it made no sense, Dad. You had the heat, you had the burners going, but we had the windows open. Something's got to give. We're going to get a thunderstorm with heat and cold collide inside the house. But I can't believe you're scared of a gas stove. I would have never thought.
Yeah, I'm like afraid of Well, what sucks also about like an electric stove is I've gotten to the point where sometimes like I turn on the the wrong range, and so we have like these like stove or like the covers, and so like I think I turned on the wrong one, and I thought it was like the one in front, which I removed the cover for, but it like wasn't the wrong one, so the other one burned. I mean, it
Well,
was on fire, but the cover did burn, and
well, I'm gonna leave y'all this on this note right here. She's gonna kill me, but next week I'm leaving y'all in suspense here. Next week we're gonna talk about stoves. So this is the topic that we're gonna get into. What do you get when you cross a stove, Ohio, my wife and I, and an apartment? I'm gonna leave y'all hanging on that.
Oh,
Get those four
yeah.
things. So I will bring that up next week. Nice little story. I will make sure my wife is not listening or hears this episode, because I will be in the doghouse, which is nothing new, but I'll be in the doghouse again for telling this same story. So again, a stove, Ohio, my wife and I, an apartment. Think about that. But until then, this was Sweep the League. Candice, we talked Scandoval, which I'm gonna go look into it a little bit more. I like a good cheating story. We talked about Rock's $10 steak, whether it was healthy or not on the tray. I'm gonna ask him if we can share that to Twitter and see if Twitter can help us out on that. We've also talked about, of course, Trader Joe's. I'm gonna go get the cauliflower pizza. We talked about a lot of shit tonight. We talked about getting plastered, and you know what? It was just a life episode of Sweep the League. So, Candice, you got any last words before we sign off?
I just want to say that yard sales are a pain in the butt, and I don't know why I committed to one. I mean, I hope there's a lot of people that turn out for it. I feel like I feel like now in the digital age, I can like advertise it more like on social media versus like when I was a kid and we had garage sales, we just had to put it like a sign up on the telephone pole, like at the corner, like a busy intersection. So I'm hoping, yeah, that garage sales, they're evolving. They're evolving with the digital age. I mean, now I'm also going to accept Venmo and PayPal and Cash App and Zelle and Apple Pay and just all these like digital currencies apparently. So
Wow.
see how it goes.
I remember I had the little pencil box, and I put all the money in there.
Yeah.
Crayon box or whatever it was. That's how
Yeah.
old I am. Jesus Christ. Stats, you got any last words for everybody?
Oh, I think we're all good over here, man.
We're all good. All right. Well then, for Rock, who's partying in Southtown, for Candice, who apparently hates Facebook groups of mom Facebook groups or something. I'm gonna ask her about that next week. I gotta leave you on another cliffhanger there. And for Stats, who came off of another great TMBA promotions event, this is Rudy Campos Jr. Until we sweep the league again next week, we'll see you guys soon.
Oh, yeah.